Hello and welcome to the Somatic Movement and Mindset podcast with me, clinical somatic educator and founder of Total Somatics, Heidi Hadley. The Somatic Movement and Mindset podcast has been designed to help you gain a deeper understanding to how your mind and body work. You will learn about your amazing mind and body and why over time you can feel pain, recurring injuries and poor posture. Within this podcast, I will teach you why this doesn't have to be your future or the norm for you. Would you like to learn how to reduce pain, move freely, and gain a new lease of life? Let's get started. Hello and welcome back. Now, in today's episode, we're going to look into another area with this theme for Mindful in May. And today we're going to look at movement and we're going to look at posture, because I'd like to ask you throughout the day, how much do you move? A lot of people have these watches, don't they? And they count how many steps they do a day. But at times, we're kind of stuck at a desk or we're in a different work situation where we just don't get to move so freely. And if we've got a situation where we have a standing desk, so that's better, being able to stand up, there are habits and postures and movements that we can still develop that might not be so beneficial for us, even at a standing desk. So let us consider today how we can be more mindful with our movement. Now, for instance, did you know that the amount of movement and the posture that you hold actually creates feedback and information to your nervous system? Remember, your nervous system is listening 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to what is happening around you. So how your body is feeling internally, how your body is dealing with the external world, your balance, your sense, perception, everything. So it's gathering information all the time. And huge information is taken from the amount of movement you do and the way that you stand or sit. And when this happens, it also starts to affect our mood and it changes our mood. And I'd like you just to experiment this for a moment. So if you're ready and you're in a position that you can do this, if you can stand up, or if you're not, just do this later in the day whenever you're free. If you can stand up, and I'm going to ask you to just create some different postures, and I'd like you to notice how that makes you feel. So let us consider for a moment rolling your shoulders forward, tucking your tailbone up and under, so let your bottom tuck under, roll on the inside of your feet so your knees start to knock together. And then can you just look towards the floor and then just jut your head to look towards the ceiling. So as you do that, you're rolling your shoulders forward, so you're tightening everything through the front of your body. Now try walking around your lounge or wherever you are. Start walking around. How does it feel to walk like that? Imagine if through habits, you've developed tension and tightness through your inner thighs, through your hip flexors, through your abdominal muscles, through your chest and shoulders that make you sit and stand like this for a while. How would that make your inner world feel? So how is it going to affect your digestive system? How's it going to affect your lungs? How's it going to affect your joints and your range of movement? And we've talked before about breathing. So the quality of your breath, how much oxygen are you really going to get into your tissues when you have a very small area of chest capacity? And then consider for a moment that feeling and if you're still in that posture and you can see yourself in a mirror, what kind of impression does that give you? Does it look like somebody that's happy? Does it look like somebody that's confident? You see, that information is relaying to your brain and it's reinforcing, if we live like that a lot of the time, of lower energy, apathy, that sort of sadness, that fear response, because that is the posture that your subconscious part of your brain, the survival area, will take you into in a fight or flight stress response. So in order to protect yourself in that fear response, you will go into that position. So the reality is that your brain doesn't know the difference between perceived and actual danger. So if you're moving and you're sitting and you're standing in that position a lot, it reinforces to your subconscious, it reinforces to your mental health and well-being that this is more of a low energy, quite sort of just feeling quite flat and not having, lost your mojo, as we've mentioned previously. And so what we want to be able to do is learn how to change our state. We don't want to live like that all the time because it's exhausting for your muscles. It's exhausting for your entire mind and body. However, let us consider a different posture. So imagine if you're standing up still, could you put your weight onto your heels? Could you stick your bottom out so you have a big sway back? Could you draw your shoulders back so your chest sticks out and you've got this real tightness between your shoulder blades? And then can you draw your chin in so it's almost like a bit of a double chin and you're looking straight ahead? And lock your knees. And just start walking around your room. And even if you're just standing, how does that feel at this point? As you walk around the room, and then you might even catch yourself in the mirror, what does that look like to you? So initially it looks great, doesn't it, for some people, because you might think, oh, they look very confident. They look really, they're ready for action. They look full of confidence, and they're oozing that and that sort of thing. Fair enough, you may consider that. And that can be the posture that people give when they're about to, say, present a talk, just to kind of boost them. However, what that also is doing is, as we've just learned previously with rolling our shoulders forward, we are manifesting a fight or flight stress response. So this one we are manifesting is the go, go, go. We need to fight or we need to flee from danger. And so if you're leaning on your back heels, if you've locked your knees, if you've got a very tight bottom, lower back is tight, shoulders are tight, and you've really pulled in tight in your neck, it means that you've lost the shock absorbency as you move. You're more likely to get like plantar fasciitis, herniated discs, sciatica, hamstring problems, neck and jaw issues. Because what we're starting to do is just live on high functioning anxiety. It's go, 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 go. And when people manifest this, it's where their breathing is altered too. And they will push down a lot of their stress and anxiety, hoping it will just go away, thinking if they stay busy, it will just float away and then they can focus on something else. However, if we keep holding that go, go, go stress response, that's reinforcing to your nervous system again that we're in a stress or a survival situation. And that again is exhausting because your adrenals are pumping out. It means that you've got high levels of cortisol. And when we expose ourselves to high levels of cortisol for quite some time, that's obviously going to affect the inflammation levels in our body. And so all of this is relaying back to your nervous system to stay on alert. It affects your sleep because if you are in a state within your nervous system where you're on high alert, you're not going to sleep because your nervous system doesn't think it's a safe environment to do so. So can you see how your movement and your posture is hugely important to your overall well-being? It's hugely important to be able to regulate your nervous system, regulate your movement patterns and posture so that you can change the state of your nervous system and live in this state of balance. We are going to go into stressful periods, but it's having the flexibility and the resilience within your nervous system to come back into this state of balance. And this is something that I'd like us to really focus on this week. And even if you want to take it a step further, I'd like to invite you into the Total Somatics membership. So just for this coming weekend, it's going to be from Saturday, the 21st of May until Monday, the 23rd of May. I'm going to open the membership doors so you can come in. The membership is $35 a month and you can cancel at any time. You can also find even more information in the show notes below here, but I'll also make sure that within the show notes you have access to come in and sign up to the registration of the membership. Again, cancel at any time, there's no pressure, but what you will actually find is that we will break down these concepts. You are going to be taught lots of different interesting factors that are going to help you regulate your nervous system. But there's such a wide variety of resources within the Total Somatics membership to help with your movement, to help with your mindset, help with your mental well-being, to help to regulate some really important nerves within your body, which will have an overall calming effect elsewhere. There's so much that I'd love to share with you. So as I said, the membership doors open on Saturday, the 21st of May. They close on Monday, the 23rd of May, 2022, and you're more than welcome to join. So until next time, take care, and I hope to see you in the membership. All my love. Bye. Thank you for joining me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and also forward this on to somebody you know will benefit. To learn more about pain relief, plus how to improve your health and well-being, go to totalsomatics.com. Until next time, take care.